live. Hopefully the transmission is clear and you can hear me. Kind of out in the jungle, as you can see, or the swamp, if you will. And I wanted to talk about lab rats. Right now, I'm doing an experiment. Going to do some survival training. Got to survive in this strange world, right? Well, here I am. I don't know if you can hear, well, there's some industrial equipment being used, but we're here. You, my friends, are the lab rats. I am the lab rat to these people. That's how they think of us, literally, in a very literal sense. We are their experiment. They don't have any love for us. They don't have any care for us beyond wanting to understand how we survive, how we adapt, how we react, right? The lab rat is experimented on for the purpose of learning something to help that person or organization that's doing the experiment. So, Monday Night Live, I talked to some length about the Universe 25 experiment where they put rats in an environment where they could easily multiply, live. They had plenty of food, plenty of water, and then they became crowded, and then they developed all sort of psychosomatic issues. So, I figured I would take it one step further and let you know that you are the lab rat. I am the lab rat. We all are, and we always have been to these people, these absolute scum in charge. This morning, and I don't know when Jolene's going to release the Zero Dark 30, but understand, folks, there is no love for you. You are the experiment. You are the rat, and they want to learn from us so that they can benefit for themselves. The same way scientists use rats to make discoveries in medicine and other things. So, I want to offer more evidence. I want to bring up the Stanford experiment, which was psychological, had to do with prison, keeping people in prison, and how they reacted, how they changed, how someone who was a normal person became a prison guard, and how they would develop and just play into that role, and how people who were normal, non-criminals, when called the criminal, called the prisoner, started to act out that role. How they behave when put in certain conditions, right? It's called stimulus response. You are the lab rat. I am the lab rat. We're all lab rats to these fucking people. So the Stanford experiment was a college experiment. How about the government experiments, folks, on blacks in the South, where they infected them with syphilis and other diseases to see how the human body reacted, to see what the people's response would be to such treatment. See, it's our response to what they do to us that determines their next step. What did they do? You want to talk about a big experiment? They put a bunch of rats on the nation's capital. Yes, they did. That's what they did. January 6th was a lab rat experiment. They told the people, you can be free. You can protest. And then they took that away. Then they attacked them. Then they arrested them. Then they threw them in prison. Then they denied them their rights under the Constitution, law, something that's supposed to be inviolable. They told the rats, go fuck yourselves. You're done. And they're continuing to do that. And we, the other rats on the outside, are looking at the rats on the inside going, I don't want that to be me. So I'm going to behave. I'm going to be a good little rat because the government will then respect and love me. Bullshit. Bullshit on that. They won't love, respect the law, you, anybody. They only love themselves. You and me are the lab rats in SHTF. And folks, we don't have to look back too far to see a medical experiment. That's right, lab rats, mice, everything is experimented on medically. What do you think Bill Gates has spent his fortune on? Wanting to help humanity or help himself? And help others who put him in a position to have that kind of power and authority over others. That's right. You are the lab rat. I am the lab rat. We are their experiment. They pulled off a huge medical, psychological bullshit experiment called COVID-19. They followed it up with the Jim Jones juice and all of the psychological trauma, medical trauma. Look out, folks, you are the lab rat. By the way, how are you enjoying the satire? Some people find satire amusing and humorous, and other people find it disgusting and repulsive. So be it. Facts are facts, truth is truth, and they want to silence us. Folks, even our country, the United States of America, the U.S. Constitution, that was an experiment in freedom and liberty. And look what it produced. Well, the once greatest country on the planet, the United States of America. What are they now taking from us? The once greatest country in the world, called the United States of America. They're taking it from us systematically, piece by piece. They're taking their experiment apart, and they're going to give us something that they think suits them better, but doesn't necessarily benefit us, and it doesn't have to, because you are the lab rat. Go to that internet address, share it, thumbs up, hit the damn thumbs up button, make sure you're subscribed, and share this information. Share it. Universe 25, share it. Stanford experiment, share it. Right, Tuskegee experiments, U.S. government experiments, where the government admits freely, openly, that they experimented medically on people in this country. And then don't be shocked and surprised that they're going to continue to do it to us. They don't give a shit. They don't care. All they care about is themselves. Shit has hit the fan, and I'm going to head into this jungle next. You guys, it's not just about survival. It's about, well, you got to survive first, and then thrive. God bless America. Semper Fi, and chance favors the prepared mind is yours. Godspeed, everyone.